Is it bad?
Um, it's pretty noticeable.
I just used it last week.
I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to have you sweating, dog.
I'm just wondering what was the difference last week. Uh, it's a lot. Yeah, I'm just wondering what the difference is in last week. Let me see. Maybe I turned it down. Not remote to this one. There it go.
I'm just putting it out there. The one viewer is me, probably.
Yeah. What's that noise in the background? That must be your fan.
I don't have no. Oh, my wife fan is on over there.
Yeah, let's say something ain't right. I had mine on last week. That's two viewers.
Yeah, that
Good,
that
Brandon.
that joint is loud.
What, mine or yours?
Yours. I just heard you beep it off, like man.
No, I ain't beep it off. I turned it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's different now. I can. I think
Is
you just
you
put. What'd you say?
uh, is you is you using a mic from the headphones this week?
Yeah, that yeah. So I left my dongle in Grand Rapids. I didn't realize it till literally just now when I was setting up.
Your dongle.
So I have because I just have two USB hubs on here, but I use the camera, the headset, the microphone, and the mouse. So I had to choose two devices. I chose headset microphone combo, and I chose camera.
I feel it.
So because I know this microphone is garbage. I know it is.
Nah, straight, bro. We started here. Don't even go there.
That's true. That's true.
It was good enough to start. What's good, Emmanuel?
We do it every Monday night, bro. What up? What up, fellas? Remember, you can always listen on the podcast feed on Wednesday morning. So if you missed the live, ain't no thing. We appreciate the support nonetheless.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
I am just putting the word out there that we are live.
I look rough. I look rough every week, bro. I look rough.
No, you straight.
What's going on, Trina? We good. We good.
Fred, when I finish these shares in like 30 seconds, I'm going to message you before we start the show.
You said you're running.
Huh?
You said you put your 2 weeks in looking to be in Michigan by the end of July. That's Brandon Mullins.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We got some. That's good information. That is good information.
Training for a marathon. Okay, okay, okay. Turn up then, Trina.
That's me. 'Cause-
Yeah, I feel it. 'Cause 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 I f
You with it?
Hey, ready when you are, brother.
All right, we're gonna do it.
Ooh, Brad, Trina said you should join her in training for this marathon.
Man, welcome to What's Happening. I'm Brad.
I'm Fred.
It's the show we talk about what's happening. What's happening with you, bro?
Hey, I'm chilling, feeling pretty productive today. Got 4 oil changes done, 4 car washes, so shit, I'm straight.
Man, you gotta be tired. As soon as we finish recording, you gonna fall asleep in that chair.
Nope, ain't did no work for the day, so I gotta do actual work. Shit.
I feel it, man. Yeah, I just I had my work trip to the other side of the state this past weekend. Man, it was smooth. And then today, I'm the way I do it on my Mondays is I navigate my way back home. And then I'm like, oh man, I need some gas. Get to the gas station. I just proactively just get out, push the little gas tank in. That's usually what pop it out. That joint don't move. I'm like, oh, it must be a button. I must not see it. I go and I look. And I don't see no button. So I'm like, well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't press the button the right way, right? I go in, I push that button, right? It ain't there. I'm like, well, let me go look again, bro. I got my hands on the steering wheel. I'm looking all around. I'm looking by the seat, see if the little gas tank trigger is like under the driver's seat, like it be. They ain't there. I popped open the trunk, like maybe I just don't know this because it's a Kia. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it don't work, right? I pull out the manual. I'm trying to figure out, okay, it must be something tricky, and I'm just not being smart, right? Don't
Right.
see nothing in there. I pull out a YouTube. I hit YouTube and I say, how to open the gas tank on the K5, right? And I feel dense at this point in my life, right? And
Right.
and it's like, yeah, and it's a people make YouTube videos and everything. The YouTube video says simply just push the button in and it'll pop right open. And I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. And I go and I push the pop and it don't pop. And I push again and it don't. And I try the other side of it. I try the top, I try the bottom, I push. Nothing happens. So I'm like, okay, good thing I didn't wait till I was all the way on E. Let me go find the nearest enterprise real quick. And fortunately there was one nearby and I was just like, I walked in and told the guy like, yo, not a smart person, unless I'm just not a smart person, there's no way that this gas tank is opening. And the dude comes out and he's like, well, usually you just have to push it. He pushes it, it don't open. He go look at it, try to find a button. He pop over the truck. I'm like, I've been there, done that, bro. I watched the YouTube video and everything. Like, it just don't work. He's like, this is crazy. So that was the most hectic part of my day. Outside of that, I've just been popping in and out all day, man. Like I said, making my way home from Grand Rapids, stopped in Lansing, did some business out there, made my way closer to home, got home, man, took the kids, had to run and go to Costco, do some things, then took a little minute to breathe. Had some Jamaican for dinner tonight.
Mm,
Had some jerk chicken. It was fantastic.
for
And
sure.
then and then here we are. And so for those of you that are listening, those of you that are live watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, thank you. Welcome to What's Happening. Hello to all my friends in the comments talking to me. I try to not look at the comments so I can focus, so y'all forgive me. But I
What up,
love
Brittany?
y'all. I appreciate all y'all too. Um, if my audio quality is not great on this episode, it is because the whole story where I told y'all about the car that I had to go switch the car. I have a dongle that I use to plug up my camera, my headset. I use a separate microphone that's got better quality and all sorts of other stuff. I left that dongle in that rental car in Grand Rapids. So I'm using the actual microphone on this headset this week. It's not great. Y'all forgive me if I sound terrible. I get another dongle tomorrow. It'll be all good. Man, so man, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man, and I happen to notice that there's a lot of good news out there, man, related to a whole lot of other stuff. So, man, positive vibes only. Let's get into it. What you think?
I'm with it.
So I know I sent you a whole bunch of stuff. I think I sent you like 9 articles. How many did you have a chance to go through? What'd you see?
I mean, I just kind of tapped on a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying, skimmed through it. You know what I mean, like the one where Luke responded, you know what I'm saying, to the gentleman, you know, that his wife was recording him. It was a TikTok I think he sent me. His
Yes,
wife was
yes.
recording him, and he ended up passing away after singing that song that she recorded. That was
Yes.
kind of wild.
Yeah, there's a lady on TikTok. I saw this a couple nights ago. Lady on TikTok. She posted a story. It was a video of her husband singing a Luke Combs song called "Die." I don't know nothing about country. I don't be. You like it, I love it, but not really. But Luke Combs' song, man, had a video of him singing it. Apparently, that was their thing. You know, listening to country music to that artist in particular. And apparently, about 10 days before Christmas last year, he passed away. And I said positive vibes only. That's not good news. Sad that the man passed away. But she made a TikTok and said, "Hey, TikTok, do your thing. I would love for Luke Combs is coming to Atlanta on July 31st or July 30th, and I would love for him to sing that song." And TikTok people just tagging him, tagging him, tagging him, tagging him, tagging us. How we do,
Yeah,
man. And then he commented on. He said, "Hey, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'll be honored to sing that song for you. I'll make sure that it's on the list when I come to perform in Atlanta in July in his honor." And so that was just dope, man. That
yeah.
that was dope to see. I should have been a little bit more prepared, and I should have had the video so we could have done the screen share for those that are watching with us live. But y'all know we rookies at this.
Man, listen, I don't know. That's gonna take a little work. We'll get there.
Hey, y'all love us for us, right? Y'all love us for us. Keep on loving us for us. Flaws and all, flaws and all. But no, it's a great story. What I'll do is I'll actually be sure to share it on the What's Happening Facebook feed, and I'll share it on the Twitter account as well. So that way you can at least see the video from TikTok through our feed. That way I'll bring it to you guys that way. I'll do that after we record. So,
Bad.
but dope story, man. What else do we have on the list? I'm in full screen right now, but I need to get back out.
You also had the Renaissance masterpiece,
Man,
90-year-old lady house. Uh, I I mean, and see, this is still supposed to be positive vibes, but to me, it was kind of messed up that it just helped to pay, nursing care. It's like, dang, you know what I mean? I know it was worth a lot, but just for it to go to nursing care, I don't think she got her full just due for having that inherited painting.
you know what though? Sometimes, man, sometimes those blessings that you need, man, we grew up in the church. It may not come when you want them, but
But they
they'll be there
always on
right on
time, right?
time. And I'm sharing this link in the comments from the What's Happening, so you guys can copy and paste it. I know that the way the live videos work, you can't just touch it, but that's the story right there. A lady had this classic 16th century painting, and she just had it in her house. Boy, you slurping the mess out that water right there, boy.
Hey, I've been working hard.
That sound
Nah.
like the Hey, don't that sound like the end of the Capri Sun?
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, like I hate these tumblers for that reason, because it's like Marge, she used a straw, but like I'd be like, I'm not gonna be sucking a straw in no damn tumbler. Like this just don't make sense. So it'll be what it is.
um, but no, man, this lady had this 16th or 17th century painting just sitting on it. Paris, you came in right on time, and I usually don't get the comments, so I'm trying to not get
Hey,
the
I was gonna
comments.
say what up to him too, but I was trying to let you talk and do your thing, and then I was gonna slide it in.
Lady had this classic painting on her feed or in her house, and just so happened to be 90 years old, needs some help paying bills, nursing and things of that nature. She 90. She 90. Turns out somebody see it and they be like, wait a minute, that's worth something right there. Went got it checked out, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So whereas she worried about, man, how we gonna do this, the family worried about how we gonna do this or whatever, ain't got nothing to worry about. Like it's taken care of. It was done, and I mean, to me, that was just dope to see, man.
Yeah, and it was actually worth 320,000.
$320,000
Yeah, so
cash money.
that was definitely a dope find and a dope way to, take care of some stuff, you know what I mean, for the after effect.
And you know what's funny that Parrish popped in right when we started talking about that because Parrish, who is the host of the Entrepreneur Kickback. We will have him on What's Happening eventually to swap strategies and put us up on game. But one thing Paris talks about is how you can sell stuff on eBay, stuff that you just got laying around your house that you can make money with that you ain't doing nothing with, and somebody might be willing to pay good money for it, good money that you didn't get one way or the other. It's crazy that you popped in right at that point, bro. It's crazy that happened. But hey, he may not come when you want him, but
You
he'll be
took the
there right
words
on
out of my mouth. Hey, straight up, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Hey, what else we got, bro?
Oh man, we got a Coast Guard that rescued 7 after lightning strikes a boat 100 miles off Florida.
Man, I just sent that one to you. I didn't get a chance to read that one myself, but that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it was crazy though. I looked at it because we said, like I told you, I got some boats, so it kind of struck my interest. And my cousin loves fishing, but they were part of a fishing tournament when their boat got hit by lightning 100 miles off the shoreline of Florida. and they even got a video in there on it. But yeah, that was kind of crazy because it's just little things that you really don't think about happening when you're out there fishing and doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you're out there having a good time and danger hits, but you got a good Navy Samaritan. You know what I'm saying? Guy that Coast Guard, if you want, but I'm pretty sure that's still part of the Navy or service of the Navy. You know what I mean? Out there saving lives. So, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate our vets or our active duty.
Yes, absolutely, man. I mean, it's just, getting struck by lightning is not something that I don't think anybody wants to experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that nobody got injured, let alone died from that happening, is just amazing, man. Good
Well, the
news.
thing was, it hit their boat, their vessel versus somebody. So that was the beauty to it. You know what I'm saying? All in all, because if somebody got hit by it, it don't sound like that was going to be the same story.
Yeah. Did you see that story about the Russian journalist?
Nah, I mean, I've seen it, but I didn't, read up on it myself. I didn't have a chance to get on that one.
So yeah, man, it's a Russian journalist. Name is Dmitry Muratov, and if I mispronounced that, y'all forgive me. But dude, he won a Nobel Peace Prize, and he sold it to help displaced Ukrainian children. Y'all know what's going on in Ukraine by now. He sold it for $103.5 million, and when you win a Nobel Prize, you get a $500,000 cash reward. You get that too. So all in all, this man has given out $104 million to help displace Ukrainian children from everything that's going on over there.
Yeah, and that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, because I don't know too many people that probably would have did that sitting on the other side winning that type of money.
Look here.
To be honest.
Look here, bro. Folks ain't even trying to give up 7 cents a day. How you talking about 104 million? 104 million?
I mean, he gave up more than what he really took back. So you know what I mean? That's
right.
You know what I mean? It was double what he took back. So that's, you know what I'm saying, that was dope.
Yeah.
And Crystal, not to look over that, you know what I'm saying? That's, I mean, I don't know what to say, but you said your aunt been struck 2 times.
Wow.
That's what I said earlier. Like, wow.
And I'm assuming she's still with us. I'm assuming that.
Yeah, I'm definitely assuming that.
Yeah. So that is, I mean, that's just
one fun fact. When you're working with electricity, they say always use your right hand when you know what I'm saying, holding it up in the air, because electricity travels. And so that way, if it travels, it comes up through your hand, versus your left hand, it'll come up through your heart. So always hold your right hand up when you working with electricity. Just a fun fact.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. Like, so wait, what does that mean? Does that mean like work with the left but hold up the right?
You no, I'm saying you're working with your right hand. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like
You
I
can
look
use
goofy in
your.
the mug.
I mean, because they can't see our hands either way. But you know what I'm saying? If you up on a ladder or something and you working on something, you want your right hand to be the highest point, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I might have said that wrong, just make sure your right hand is at the highest point. So when
Okay.
it travels up your right side versus your left.
That does make sense. And then it avoids the heart. It makes it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And Crystal, that's awesome here for the listeners. Crystal, who said her aunt has been struck twice, is still alive. Amazing, amazing news to hear. Happy to hear that. And she adopted 2 children, which is also wonderful to hear as well. Man, what else we got? What's the other good news that's out there?
Let's see. I mean, you sent me quite a bit. I figured
Man,
this was gonna be the basketball. You know what I mean? I figured we're both basketball people, so I
yeah, I
figured
figured you
we'd
would
talk
read that one for me.
that. But nah, it just says basically a hero basketball player saved referee life with CPR following a heart attack. He said he went into firefighter mode, so I'm assuming, and just looking at it, he was a firefighter.
Yep.
And so, once it happened, he was able to see, what I'm saying, I don't want to say transition, but basically see it, unfolding. And so everything clicked in from his training from being a firefighter, and he
Yeah.
took over.
Yeah, it's minor league, man. Minor league basketball game. The ref just had a heart attack mid game, and man, I mean, I figured that probably hit something special with you being a basketball coach and a referee at different points throughout the day. I also say different points throughout your life, but what's going on? You,
Nah, it's definitely throughout the week, but I haven't did as much refereeing as I did early on. Like I just recently, um, maybe a month or so ago, did like 14 games, 7 games per day, back to back. That was rough.
yeah, I remember that. I
Like,
remember that happened. I asked what was happening with you, and you said I'm sore. And I'm like,
I felt like I was dying, but
man,
also there's an actual referee that refereed college basketball, and he almost died. It was at an Iowa game, and he almost died from I believe it was a heart attack as well. And they noticed the symptoms, and basically the school's Iowa's medical staff saved his life. The students, you know what I mean? So like, and it was crazy because he was like an alma mater of like Maryland or something, or that was like his hometown and his, growing up favorite team. But he basically like, I owe everything to Iowa.
wow.
There's a couple stories I know like that. There was a situation. I think it was just a personal friend. I can't think who it is, but they they were born in Ohio. The Ohio Michigan rivalry.
Yep.
Um, but basically, they became a Michigan fan because of a heart transplant that they had to have in Michigan, and it saved their life. So, and it was actually at the University of Michigan. So, from then on, it was like, shit, go blue, baby, no brainer, huh?
Oh man, I know you being a Michigan fan. I know that made your heart swell at that point.
Oh, I mean, but I could say if anything like that was life change that happened to me, and it was, I don't care if it was Ohio State or not. Go Buckeyes, you know what I'm saying? All and forever at that point, like it would make a difference, you know what I'm saying? If you save my life, sir, go whoever.
Look here, I'll be up here talking about some. Let's go Albuquerque. What's going in Albuquerque? We don't listen. I was in Albuquerque. That I was in Albuquerque,
I'm
and I was
telling
here
you,
today.
be a mountain lion or whatever your mascot is.
No, yeah, I mean that's how it is, man. For real, when somebody show you love like that, that's you got to show it back. That's just how it is.
Definitely. Man, I wish I was in Phoenix. Like,
This is why you my dog, cause I was looking at the same one.
bruh, like, hey man, if you close to Phoenix or you know what I mean,
Listen,
your hoopty sitting out in Phoenix, you doing tour on Phoenix, whatever the case. If you in Phoenix, there's a Valero gas station out there that ain't raised no prices in gas. They keeping it low for the people. They said they don't go by money, they go by the economy, you know, and what's good for the people. So shout out to them.
yeah.
Straight up.
I
My
only
dog.
know, I only know for sure of one listener that we have in Arizona. Don't mean we don't have more. I just I know the one, and I don't know how close he is out to this gas station in particular. But yeah, the basic story is, y'all, is that this, y'all know gas is higher than Snoop Dogg. I thought I was gonna have an analogy, and I just didn't.
That was the analogy.
I,
Hey, because it took me a second. I was like, where you going? Oh, got me.
I thought I was gonna have something else, man. I don't. It come off the cuff, but the cuff got cut off. That's what that was right there.
Hey, that was perfect. Gas is higher than Snoop Dogg.
But anyway, this gas station down in Arizona, is it in the Phoenix area or is it in Arizona
Yeah,
proper? It
it's
is.
in
It
Phoenix
is in
area.
Phoenix. Yeah, basically he's just like, you know what? I can't look at these people that I've been seeing every day for 10, 20 years and charge them these high prices. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little off the top to help out my community.
Definitely. I mean, and hey, he Indian too, so you know, hey, don't be going after their gas stations acting the fool. He's looking out for
Yeah.
everybody, for everybody. And now I will say this: the price is $5.19 a gallon, so it might not. Listen, it sounds great, you know what I mean, but we ain't over there looking at $6 and almost $7 a gallon. So, you know what I'm saying, $5.19 is great for those people, you know what I mean, but
Hmm.
Lord have mercy, you know what I mean? I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they've been doing it. It's rough.
Listen, when I saw 4.95 out here, I was like, the Lord is real. He is real to me. um, but no,
Yeah,
man. I mean, I just think that
445.
I think to see people willing to invest in their community is great. Hey, I'm gonna take this little slice off the top. I could easily just do what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna take this little slice off the top to help you guys, and I would hope that that community recognizes that difference and will support him. I mean, I look at it this way: I get my gas at Costco before I go anywhere else because Costco is always going to be 30 to 50 cents cheaper than everybody else. Certainly, we should be able to help out, our local people that live and work and pay taxes directly into our community. We should absolutely be able to do that. So, kudos to the owners of that gas station. It was saying, man, it's part of the article said he works 4 a.m. to midnight, and then that little 4 hour break when he ain't there, the wife is holding it down. Like,
Yeah,
that is, man.
bro, they go to extreme amounts. Like I got a friend here who he run a liquor store and a gas station, and he had two liquor stores and one gas station. He had to sell one because he like I can't do it. I can't. He like I'm over here from 5 to noon, then I go over there. You know what I'm saying? From noon to 9. And I go to sleep and I come in. You know what I mean? Just to be back here at 4 a.m. to be here from 5 to noon. I'm like shh. And he just had a newborn. I was like, man, more power to you, bro. I get, wanting to be an entrepreneur and shooting for your dreams, but when they talk about dedication, there it is right there. There it is. But hey, and you know what I'm saying? I want to touch on that too, since it's positive vibes. Hey, give back in the community however you can. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
it ain't
sir.
gotta be with taking something off the top, teaching somebody a trait, teaching somebody a skill. That's something me and my daughter actually got to do what was that, Saturday? I got off work and we went to a soap making workshop and we learned to make soap. You know what I mean? So not only does she have a skill that, to help save her some bread, but she can make some bread, you know what I mean? And maybe it'll trigger into some other things like, the scrubs and the different things that people make, shampoos, uh, bath bombs, whatever. But it was a dope experience. It was fun. Hey, and it's something that she can utilize, you know what I mean, for forever. So
Yeah.
give something back, you know what I mean? Hold a seminar. If you got to charge, I ain't telling you don't make a profit, but hey, see how you can give back in the process of it.
No, man, I'm just thinking. I'm stuck on the making soap piece because that's just not something that I would even think of. And like, that's soap is like a great gift to give somebody.
Oh yeah, you can
I mean,
give it to anybody.
you got to give it to the right person in the right situation. Be like, hey, dog, I know we just met, but I got some soap for you. You probably don't want to do that to nobody. Like, what you trying to say, bro? We just met.
Well, no, you know what I mean, because in the same token, it just depends on how you met or what you on the terms you met. You know what I mean, because
Right.
you can make soap in all different shapes, sizes, fragrances, whatever. So, if you met on a sporting tip, you know what I'm saying, give them a sports shape soap. You know what I mean, because at the same time, you're advertising what you do. So, I mean, you can take it whichever way you want to take it. I'm
Actual.
telling you like this, bro. I got some vegan organic soap that you know what I'm saying lathers up real good when you're done using. You don't even really need no lotion. You know what I mean? Like if you took it a personal way, I'm sorry, my brother, but you know what I mean. But nah, I mean it's dope. You know what I mean? It really and the lady that we did, she actually wants to go around and do seminars like that and teaching people how to do it. So
That's dope. I turned the screen. I made the screen minimize so I could go see what else we got to talk about. And I see penguin shaped soap bar in the comments, and I just start thinking of the penguin from Batman, and like that would just be a hilarious piece of soap. It just distracted me because I'm a child.
But yeah, and Trina, you're right. Colleges do offer free courses and skills, and there's, what I'm saying, different websites out there as well. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I know I've sent you some just grazing through Instagram that was in a link or something, Bradley, just so I could save it for myself. But there's plenty of things out there. But one thing I do want to say, what I'm saying, not to discredit that at all, Trina, because that's, a great idea to share. But some people learn hands on. So, that having that person or that physical person you can go to and ask and say something to that's giving you feedback or information sometimes is better. And then you get to meet other people, you know what I'm saying, that's from different backgrounds that's interested in what you what you're doing. So now you got somebody to reach out to and throw ideas with as well if the instructor or the person who brought you into it ain't there. So
I had to share this comment from Crystal because it triggered a thought in my head while we talk about giving back and everything. So Crystal's comment for the listener says, I had that happen, but it was Christmas time and she wanted to treat my family since I gave her directions, right? So way back in the day, Fred, before I met you, I used to work at a Cold Stone in Sandusky, Ohio.
I remember Cold Stone Creamer.
And this lady came in and she was just having a bad day, but I'm just being me. Hey, how you doing? This, that, and the other. She's like, I've had a really tough day and I would just really like some ice cream. And I was just like, all right, like what would you like? She's like, I don't really know. I put something together for her, help her put it together, made it, she loved it, she was happy, right? She leaves, pays for ice cream, is happy, has a great day. Like 7 minutes later, she comes walking back in and she says to me, now we would typically get tips and we had like a jar for tips, right? And so it's not uncommon to get a tip or somebody say, hey, put this in your pocket. I want you to make sure you get this. You don't split it with nobody, right?
Right.
And so she just comes back in and she goes, you were so nice to me. And you just don't know. I've been having the toughest day. There's so much going on, and I just needed somebody to be really nice to me, and you did that. And I really want to show you how much I appreciate it. I'm just like, oh, thank you. Like, I'm just thinking it's gonna be a dollar, maybe $2 than the other. And she goes, do you have a special lady in your life? And I'm like, whoa, where'd this go? Now this is before Steph. Like me and Steph ain't even
Right.
dating at this point, right? And I'm just like, no. Like she goes, is there someone that you're interested in? I'm like, maybe. Like I don't know where this conversation is going.
Right.
Bro, she has a notebook in her hand and I don't realize it. And she goes, I write erotic poetry. Take this and whoever you're interested in, read this to her and she will be all over you. This lady gave me a poem as a tip for ice cream.
Hey, but it it promoted what she did, you know what I mean, and it was thoughtful at the same time.
Exactly, exactly. My manager is in the back room, like listening and laughing, and then when she walks out, he comes out and he's laughing, and he's like, "You should have just told her thanks, but I'd rather just have $1."
That was rude. You would have changed that whole little compliment around.
The whole vibe would have just been way off, bro. But Crystal
Yeah.
reminded me of that, and I had to get that out there. But going back to what you said about being involved and invested in the community, so there is a program happening. Was it in Texas? Was it in California? I forget where it was. The article says unique initiative trains homeless folks to drive vans to rescue food for distribution back in the shelter. Did you get a chance to read that one?
I didn't. I read the top of it. I said I was gonna come back to it, but I felt like that one's gonna be pretty lengthy for the time I had.
Yeah, just it says a unique collaboration between a trio of organizations in San Diego, California. California is where it's at. Reached a milestone in providing food and employment for those who need it most. They also rescue perfectly viable food that would have otherwise ended up in the landfill while serving a creative model that could be replicated across the country. With funding from the Lucky Duck Foundation, the Salvation Army hires residents of its homeless shelter and trains them to be food rescue route drivers who then operate routes for feeding Sandusky, San Diego to pick up tasty food before it's wasted. That to me is dope. I've shared it before here. On Wednesdays, I'm a part of the food distribution team. We get food. This is at the church. We get
Yeah.
food delivered from Forgotten Harvest. This is food that is perfectly fine for the most part. I mean, we're talking fresh produce. We're talking non-perishable dry goods. We're talking frozen, still good to go, like quality meats, bro. We've been giving out like lamb chops. Like it's
So,
just it's
in other words, what Bradley telling y'all is he wish he could act like he was one of them folks on some of them nights to be getting some of them good meals.
you ain't right. You ain't right one bit.
I see
But
it in your face.
but we get it's this food that would just get wasted, that would just get thrown away. It comes from like Walmart, Target, Trader Joe's, um, Costco, all the you name it. Just like it's good food, but it's just that the store couldn't sell it, and rather than throwing it away, it goes to Forgotten Harvest, and Forgotten Harvest has different places that they go to drop off food to be distributed into the community. So, like to hear that piece of it, that it's going beyond just giving the handout, is saying, hey, we're going to hire you to put money in your pocket, and at the same time you're going to be bringing food into this place to feed yourself. So now that your money isn't even going towards your food, or at least not towards all of your food, it's
Right.
helping you put you on a path to be able to do something. And then as you're able to get back on your feet, you have a job.
Yeah.
Like it's giving you the opportunity to mobilize to put yourself on your feet. You're here in the homeless shelter. We're going to get you a job to put money into your hand to help out the community and help yourself at the same time. I think that's a beautiful thing.
That's hands down dope, because I'm pretty sure it goes deeper than that. You know what I mean? Because now you're just possibly looking at helping get people get their license, so that way they can, you know what I mean, be able to be mobilized to get the food and get it back. So now, you know what I mean, you're getting people a means of being able to be mobile. So now you have a reason to be earning money of putting towards transportation, or towards shelter of your own or what have you, but it definitely steps you up, you know what I'm saying, and being closer to getting back on that track, you know, that some people fall off of for whatever reason.
Yeah, for sure. And Manny, are you? I don't know if you're asking if Forgotten Harvest is only in Michigan or that program in particular. That program that I'm referencing is in San Diego, California. Um, I think Forgotten Harvest is nationwide. Have you heard of Forgotten Harvest before, Fred?
Nah, I haven't.
Oh, maybe Forgotten Harvest is exclusive to Michigan, but there's for sure other food rescue
Okay.
programs across the U.S. And I would encourage people to look into it and figure out how can you get involved. You know, if you've got a restaurant, if you've got a store, maybe you know the owner of a local grocery store that constantly has to throw away things that would be perfectly good condition for someone else. They can donate it, you know, get a tax write off for that donation for the business, and then at the same time, um, you know, people that need it can be fed.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm froze on your screen, but I'm froze on mine, bro. So I'm just letting you know in case I'm
You,
still moving there.
you definitely froze on my screen, but it's all good. I can hear you.
For sure. So but we got what they call blessing boxes, and this lady's put them around town where you can put non-perishable items in there, and people who need them can, you know, come get some, and people who don't can drop some off. But that way, all day and night, you know, people have a way to go get something that they can eat, whether they can heat it up in gas stations or they got somewhere to make it or whatever. So, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of good programs out there, you know, and that's really the thing too, man. A lot of people just need just a little bit of help, man. Especially now, the way stuff is. With, I mean, I don't want to talk about how my grocery bill look like right now, bro. I got 3 kids in this house. I'm big. Like,
Nah, that just reminded me. I don't even know exactly what you said, but it just reminded me of that post of you and your daughter talking, and she referenced you to Pepper Pig.
bruh, bruh, that girl is 4 years old and she be baking me, bro. Bro, this was what would happen. It was I think last week on Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday, bro. Me and her are we're in my bed, we're laying down, and she just starts beating me up. And I'm just like, I put it on Facebook, so some of y'all may have already seen this. But you know, she's beating me up, right? And I'm just like, why are you beating me up? I thought you loved me. And anytime she beats me up, I always pull that card. And she goes, I do love you. Stop saying that. And I was like, well, I'm just a poor little tiny daddy. And she goes, you're not tiny, but you are poor. And I was just like,
I seen
man,
it.
dog, it be your own 4-year-old, bro. Like,
Hey,
it's
they be the
crazy.
best.
Hey, I can't wait for her to, man. I'm gonna have to be. She gonna be roasting her big brothers, and I'm gonna have to like, you know, reprimand her in public and just go into my room and just die laughing with my face in the pillow. But I don't encourage that bad behavior, man. Man, what else we got? We have some other good stories.
You want to just touch that? Last week marked 50 years of the Title IX being law. Very cool on
Yes,
that. Couldn't be discriminated
sir.
against in education.
Yes, sir. So it was an extension of the Civil Rights Bill, essentially. But what happened was it was that, and it's so commonly referred because it paved the way for women in sports, but it was actually about education. It was about women being able to get an equal, quality, and fair education. Um, you know, the civil rights law had been passed, and it was regarding to, you know, race, it was regarding to age, um but it was not respective of gender. So um like women were still getting disrespected even after the initial civil rights act was in place in 1964. And it wasn't until Title IX in 1972 where, you know, that was updated, and that became, you know, it paved the way for women in education, and then that paved the way for women in sports, and now we have professional women's leagues um, everywhere. I was listening to this podcast talking about it, and Billie Jean King I knew I'd heard that name, but I didn't know anything about her at all. And I guess she was not. I guess she was, a pretty great, tennis player. And there was a guy, I forget the guy's name, but basically he was like being an outward like male chauvinist type person, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then he kept like publicly challenging her, and finally she just said, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and play you," and she beat him.
Mm.
And he was, but like his whole thought was like, "No woman could ever beat me at anything.
Right,
Like I'm
right,
a
right.
man. The man is supreme. The man is superior. Blah blah blah." And then he got smoked. He he was talking that talk. And he had to walk that walk.
Hey, I'm glad she smoked his ass too.
Oh,
It's actually a lady. I don't even know her name, but she makes, I want to say, Facebook Reels and possibly TikToks, and she play basketball. And bruh, she be killing shit. I'm talking smoking, and you see just the same thing. Like she'll put the captions, the closed captions up where dudes be like, "I mean, you good, but you ain't finna get buckets on me." And they'll switch up, and she a dog. I be like,
I know
Lord
who
have
you're talking
mercy.
about. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her name either. There's two.
It
There's
started like an A or something, I think, a Nia
yeah.
or something, or I don't know, but she be balling. Matter of fact, I
She
might be able to find it
she
real
be
quick.
smoking them dudes. They be talking, and look, they be the teammates be getting mad like, bro, you got to pay D on her. Like,
Yeah, what you want me to do? Ain't. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Anjanae Williams. Hey, go check out Anjanae Williams. This one right here that I like.
are you
She
are you
she in a skirt.
now? Are you showing your video when your screen is still frozen?
I mean, I'm showing my video. No, I'm not showing my video. I'm looking at it on my phone. Like, just I found the name real quick, but I just wanted to shout out the name so people go check it out.
Oh, you said let's check it out, and I'm like, how, sir?
Oh, nah. But yeah, Paris, I'm telling you, she's in a skirt. And I think one time, some dude, some youngster mama was there, and bruh, I'm telling you right now, she was talking cash to the mama. Mama, that's my baby. Well, out here playing grown up ball now. It's over.
Listen,
And Manny, I don't know where I went. I didn't stop my camera a couple times. I didn't try to do it, but I mean, y'all can hear me. It's just I don't know.
hey, bro, you pulled a John Cena. We cannot see you right now, bro, at all.
Let's see, I'm gonna try to get it
It's
back.
all good. It's all good. It's a podcast. Oh, there he is. There he is.
I guess I had to turn the whole camera off with the stop cam button, but hey, I'm back.
And we back. Hey, technical difficulties, but y'all still rocking with us, and we
Hey,
appreciate y'all. Man, the other story that we had, that at least that we found, man. There's a this gentleman is out in was it Norway, Scotland? I'm sorry, he's out in Scotland. Man's name is David Flucker with an L. There's an L in there. I did not cuss. Um, he is 100 years old, triple digits, not a roundup. He recently had his birthday. He's 100 years old, and he volunteers at what's essentially their version of like a Goodwill or a Salvation Army or something to that degree.
it's a
Uh,
hospice shop.
hospice shop.
Yeah,
Um, and he rides the bus to get there. He has to take two buses and he has to walk 20 minutes. The total trip takes him about 2 hours between his walk and his bus trips, and he does 2 hours there, 2 hours back. At 100 years old, just to give up his time, for service.
it's mad dope. But that's what's keeping him going. He's staying active. You know what I mean? He won't stop. That's good.
Manny said it's all like I made it up.
Nah, it's true. He sent it to me, but it's for sure. I mean, but that's usually how it go though. Generally, as soon as you retire, most people stop working, stop being active, and
Hmm.
you start dying. When you retire, find something to do. Spend your time for 4 hours a day, couple hours a day. Generally, the check don't mean nothing. It's more about your health and keep going. You know what I mean? Keep yourself pushing. So that's definitely, pretty dope.
100 years old.
I just want to be able to still move and kick it at 100. I ain't got to really, you know what I'm saying, remember a whole lot, but let me just still be able to wiggle and jiggle, you know what I mean?
You see that comment?
That means there's a mother flucker. Man, hey. For sure. Hey.
You're not wrong.
You're not.
You're not wrong, my guy. Oh man. So y'all know, obviously this past week, especially if you live here in the States, it's been crazy. It's been rough. A lot of less than happy news. And what we want to do is we want to go against the grain. Everybody's talking about the other stuff that's going on. We talked about the stuff that's going on a couple months ago already, so it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to try to rehash that. And what we wanted to show y'all today is that sometimes it's not as evident. Sometimes you got to go looking for the good, but there's always some positive. And try not to, we can be focused on the things that are not great in this world right now. Um, and definitely those conversations, should continue, right? We need to be having productive conversations about how to fix all of the issues that we have, but don't let those issues consume you. Stay, find the positive, even if you got to search hard and you got to find them fluckers out there. Search hard and find something to stay positive and keep your head up.
For sure. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I like this little episode. I ain't know what to think about it at first. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, it's gonna be alright. Probably a 30-minute episode. But I like this. You know what I'm saying? I like this style. It's another different style. I think next time we do something similar to this, maybe we should find top 10 things of what's happening outside the U.S. You know what I mean? 'Cause I said something to you once before. Is we always know what's going on around here, but sometimes we need to know what's going on out there. So let's make that a plan to do in a future date, something like this. You know what I mean? But what's happening outside the U.S. So.
I like that. I like that idea. We will absolutely get into that. Well, listen, y'all, we got a dope episode coming for you next week. If you plan to rock with us live, that episode will come on Sunday. The time is TBD. Me and Fred got to figure that out. But we're going to come to you live next week on Sunday instead of Monday if you want to join us live. If you don't want to join us live and you just want to listen to the podcast, or if you want to listen to the podcast anyway, we appreciate that too. But it'll always drop Wednesdays at 6 a.m. on the podcast feed. What's happening? WHUSHATTNIN. If you like what we do, leave us a 5-star rating and a review on Spotify or podcast or Apple Podcasts. I'm sorry. You can follow What's Happening on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can follow myself at Brad Robinson 86 or 1986 on Twitter. It changes depending on the account. It'll be in the link for the show notes. You can follow Fred on Instagram at Mr.Humble_beginnings. Don't you got a second Instagram? Are we doing? What are we doing?
I deleted that. I didn't know what I was doing at first. I figured it out. I'm old.
I didn't just click in my head right now. Y'all can follow us. We got a dope episode for you next Sunday. The time is TBD, but it'll be sometime Sunday evening. Might be a little earlier than what we typically do. Might be. Ain't no promises on that one. But it might be. But if you can make it to us live next week, definitely encourage you. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some guests on that episode as well. And that is all I got. What else you got, bro?
I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Love is a verb.
Love is a verb.
Love on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, not promise. Go out there and share something, give back. Peace.